Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Kim Zolciak breaks down in tears as she talks finally being free of Kroy Biermann after bitter divorce. Kim Zolciak appeared on stage with Kristin Cavallari this week during the Atlanta stop of her Let's Be Honest tour. During the live conversation, the 46-year-old former Real Housewives of Atlanta star got emotional while discussing her tumultuous divorce from Kroy Biermann. Insiders told TMZ the women stayed on the subject for about 20 minutes, during which Kim got teary-eyed. It was also said that Kim labeled her 39-year-old ex Kroy a narcissist and clapped back at his claim that she has a gambling problem, noting she never patronized a casino without him. Kim also addressed cameras she said Biermann set up throughout their marital home to spy on her, sharing she is now finally free. TMZ reported in February that Zolciak wants medical professionals to determine if the former Atlanta Falcons player has CTE, chronic traumatic encephalopathy, a degenerative brain disease that afflicts many long-term football players. In documents filed in family court, she stated she believes her ex is battling the effects of the disease and asked the court to appoint healthcare workers to examine her estranged spouse. In the documents, Zolciak claimed Biermann often has expletive-laden outbursts in the presence of their 4 underage children. Additionally, the reality television personality has accused her spouse of extreme sexual promiscuity. Elsewhere in the court filing, Zolciak claimed Kroy has tried to keep their children from contacting her, revealing he has assumed control of their cell phones. For his part, in 2023, Biermann also asked that his wife undergo a psychological evaluation, accusing her of having a gambling problem. Their split was initially announced in May 2023 and has dragged on for nearly 2 years as the couple reconciled and broken up again. Kristin took to Instagram on Saturday morning to share content from her Atlanta tour stop with her nearly 5 million followers. The former Laguna Beach star wrote, "Atlanta. Last night was a dream. Thank you for kicking off this tour in the most perfect way." And she gave Kim a special shout-out, adding, "And thank you to Kim Zolciak Biermann for coming out and being her most vulnerable, incredible self. I love y'all." Kim returned the love by posting Kristin's post in her Instagram stories and calling her a smoke show. She added, "Thank you for having me," with 2 red heart emoji. Kim Zolciak was overcome with emotion as she opened up about her recent split from Kroy Biermann, shedding light on the tumultuous journey that led to their bitter divorce. With tears streaming down her face, the reality TV star and former Real Housewives of Atlanta cast member revealed that she felt an overwhelming sense of relief as she navigated the painful end of her marriage. "I've been carrying this weight for so long," Kim shared, her voice breaking as she spoke. "For years, I've been in a constant battle, feeling like I was drowning in this toxic environment, and now, I finally feel free." Kim's words were heavy with the emotional toll the relationship had taken on her. She explained how her marriage to Kroy, once filled with hope and promise, had turned into a bitter and exhausting struggle, one that eroded her sense of self and left her questioning her worth. It wasn't just the end of their union that had her in tears. It was the realization that she had spent so much time sacrificing her own happiness to hold things together. Throughout the conversation, Kim spoke about the years of emotional turmoil she had endured, the feeling of constantly being under pressure, and the personal and public challenges that had weighed on her. "I was constantly second-guessing myself, wondering if I was enough," she said, wiping away tears. "I lost sight of who I really was for so long." Kim and Kroy's relationship had been a high-profile one, often played out on the public stage for all to see. Their marriage had been filled with ups and downs, from their whirlwind romance and marriage to the struggles that ultimately led to their separation. But despite the fame and fortune, Kim admitted that it wasn't the glitz and glamour that kept her going. It was the constant hope that things would get better, that their family would somehow heal. However, as the cracks in their relationship deepened, it became increasingly difficult for Kim to hold onto that hope. "There were so many things that just broke us down," she said. It wasn't just about what you see on TV. It was real. It was painful. And I reached a point where I realized that I couldn't keep sacrificing myself just to make everyone else happy. Kim reflected on the overwhelming pressure of being in a high-profile relationship, constantly scrutinized by the media and fans. The scrutiny, she confessed, had taken its toll on her mental and emotional well-being. You can only pretend for so long. You can only hide behind a facade and say, everything's fine, but it's not. And when you reach a breaking point, you have to do something about it. The tears continued to fall as Kim opened up about how the divorce had forced her to confront her own vulnerabilities. She admitted that she had spent too much time focused on trying to please others, whether it was her ex-husband, her children, or the public. I've spent years feeling like I wasn't enough, like I wasn't doing enough, and now I realize that I was enough all along. For Kim, the decision to move forward with the divorce was a painful but necessary step toward reclaiming her life and finding peace. I didn't want this for my family. I didn't want this for my kids, she said, her voice cracking. But I couldn't keep living in a situation that was damaging. I had to take control of my own happiness, no matter how hard it was. Despite the sadness of the moment, there was also a sense of empowerment in Kim's words. She spoke about finding strength in the face of adversity and learning to prioritize her own needs for the first time in years. It's hard to let go of something that you've invested so much of your life in, she admitted. But I've learned that sometimes letting go is the only way to move forward. Kim's journey of self-discovery and healing has been a long and painful one, but as she spoke about the future, there was a sense of hope that was impossible to ignore. I'm not perfect, and I don't have all the answers, but I know that I'm finally on a path to being happy again. I'm ready to focus on myself and my kids, and I'm ready to start a new chapter. For Kim, the road ahead may still be filled with challenges, but she is determined to face them head-on, armed with the wisdom and strength she has gained through the struggles of her past. And while her divorce may have been a heartbreaking chapter, she knows that it was also the catalyst for the personal growth that will ultimately lead her to a brighter future. As she wiped away her final tears, Kim's message was clear. Sometimes the hardest moments in life are the ones that push us toward the freedom we never knew we needed. I'm free now, she said softly, and I'm finally ready to embrace what's next. In the end, Kim Zolciak's emotional breakdown was not just a moment of vulnerability. It was a testament to the strength and resilience that she has discovered within herself. Through the pain and heartbreak, she has found the courage to take control of her life. And in doing so, she has proven that even the most difficult journeys can lead to newfound freedom and happiness.